Here we are interviewing Elizabeth about her business, Raybee Mosaics.
Raybee Mosaics.
Yes.
But what I'm having here in this craft fair environment is the small things that I do. I do a lot of tiles that I make for my mosaics, but so I just started making some tiles just as standalone items.
Yeah.
And then also when I have leftovers of my grout or thin set, I'll cast these little angels, some of which hang, some of which don't. They're the desk models. And then also on my farm, I've started, while I'm in the mosaic department, I'll tell you about the refrigerator mosaics. Those are the only mosaics I have here.
Those are great.
They're anchovy cans and kippered snacks and sardines and things that I've done little mosaics in.
And they're stuck on...
Whoa! A lot of the fish and fish things. Well, I didn't want to bring in a refrigerator door, so I figured the other way to get it, to get the point across that they're refrigerator mosaics is to bring in the roasting pans, because that's another kitchen item.
Yeah.
So some of them I do little bits of tile, some glass. There's some, I've been doing fused glass just in the last year.
Oh, yeah.
So I've started doing some with fused glass.
Cool.
And that is fun. I'm having fun with those.
I like the ones with the little beads in them too, the letter beads.
Yeah.
They're very original.
Love brought you to me.
And then you also did this yours too?
Right. Well, yeah, on my farm, in addition to having my studio, which is where I spend a majority of my work life, I also have a big garden, and I have chickens and ducks and sheep. So I had sheep for years, and I never really did anything with the wool except occasionally send them to friends who use the wool. But when I was doing a big mosaic in San Diego a few years ago, I stayed with my cousin who writes knitting books and spins and does all sorts of things like that. So she taught me how to use a drop spindle. So I started making these little hats. I grow the sheep. So
wow, that's great.
This purple, it was from my sheep. I did dyeing it with mushrooms. This is an orange mushroom that makes this purple dye.
Cool.
And some of the yellows in here came from lichen. And then, if I don't like the colors from some of the natural things, I throw in food coloring or Kool-Aid and things. So I started crocheting these hats and headbands and things.
Yeah, just so great.
Oops, thanks. So most of this is, occasionally, I do use some bought yarn, but most of this is stuff that I did hand spin and dye myself. So.
Which makes it all the more special.
And then there's a few hats from the days when I used to just do hats with sewing machines. So,
yeah,
a lot of stuff.
That's
my
for
day
sure.
job is large mosaics, but I do all kinds of fun things at the moment.
All right. Well, thank you. Beautiful work.